Hello guys, once again welcome back to a new video. In today's video I am going to explain about the all new Pulsar F250 and N250. In this video I am going to explain everything like features, price, displacement, design language and etc. So let's start with the video. First let's talk about the categories of the motorcycle. There are total 2 motorcycles launched in today's event, which is F250 and N250. F250 belongs to sports touring category and N250 belongs to street fighter category. And the differences between the F250 and N250 is only the looks. All the specifications and power and torque figures are similar. The F variant weighs 2 kg more than the N variant. The F250 weighs 164 kg and the N variant weighs 162 kg. Now let's talk about the price. Pulsar has launched these motorcycles with very competitive price. The F250 costs ex-showroom 1,40,000 and the N250 costs 1,38,000. Here we can see only 2,000 price difference, and there are 2 color options available. One is the Racing Red and Techno Grey. And now let's talk about the design language. First let's talk about the N250. As we can see in the pictures and videos, except the headlight, everything is similar to the F and N variant. The headlight design looks like inspired from Transformers. It gets with 2 DRLs which look like eyes and 1 projector for high beam and low beam. The headlight design language is very much similar to the MT-15, and the paint scheme also in the international variant MT-15 gets with the similar paint scheme. In the F250 it gets with reverse boomerang DRLs and 1 projector for high beam and low beam. And it also gets with a tall visor. In the front it gets with all LED setup. Yes, even the indicators are also LED, which is a very impressive thing. But disappointingly, in the front it doesn't get with upside down forks. It gets with telescopic suspension in the front, which is 37mm telescopic suspension, and the front tire section is 180 by 17 inches. These are the tubeless tires, and it only gets with single channel ABS, which is also very disappointing. Pulsar has done so much cost cutting in order to launch the bike at aggressive price, and it gets with 300mm disc, and the wheelbase of the motorcycle is 1351mm, and the ground clearance of the motorcycle is 165mm. Now let's talk about the engine specifications. As I said, F250 and N250 gets with same engine and same chassis. It gets with 249cc single cylinder 4-stroke SOHC 2-valve oil cooled FI engine. It doesn't get with liquid cooled, which is also once again disappointing, but I guess oil cool gets the job done. And now let's talk about the numbers. It produces 24.5 PS of max power at the rate 8750 RPM and 21.5 Newton meters of max torque at the rate 6500 RPM. It gets with 5-speed gearbox. Again, this is also a very big disappointment for me. And the seat height is 795mm, so even the short riders may not face the problem. And the fuel tank capacity is 14 liters, and the mileage what I am guessing is 35 kilometers per liter. This is not mentioned anywhere in the launch event. I am guessing it. It might be right or wrong. And now let's talk about the instrument cluster. In the instrument cluster, it shows ton of information like gear position indicator, clock, fuel efficiency and range indicator. RPM meter is analog, rest of it is digital instrument cluster. It also gets with slipper and assist clutch for aggressive downshifts, and in the rear it gets with monoshock suspension. It also gets with all new frame, which is called as tubular frame, and it gets with side mounted exhaust. The rear part is very much similar to the Dominar 250. The badging of the 250 is also in the same place where the Dominar 250 gets with. And the taillight design language is also very much similar. The rear tire section is 130, 70, 17 inches. I guess 130 is too less for the 250cc segment. They would have even given 140 tire section in the rear. Okay, that's understandable, but single channel ABS on 250cc motorcycle, Pulsar shouldn't have done this mistake. And in the rear it gets with 230mm disc plate. The rear look is also very impressive with that Dominar looking taillights and LED indicators, but that skinny tire is spoiling the feel. Before proceeding further, there are 97% of people who didn't subscribe but yet watching. 97% is too much, I guess. If you are also one of those, please do subscribe and encourage me by subscribing to my channel. So on this note, let's end this video. Hope you liked my efforts. If you did, like this video and subscribe to my channel. See you soon. Bye.